Beneath the silver breath of the moon, I stand alone, where shadows whisper secrets only darkness has known. The night wears silence like a fragile crown, and my heart speaks softly, afraid to make a sound. Moonlight spills gently upon the sleeping land, like an old memory reaching for my hand. The stars hang low, trembling in the sky, as if they too have learned how to quietly cry. The wind moves slowly through the waiting trees, carrying broken prayers across the seas. Every leaf listens, every stone remembers, love that faded through countless Decembers. My heart beats low, a sorrowful drum, playing a song that never fully comes. Each pulse is a sigh, each breath a plea, for the past to loosen its hold on me. O moon, silent witness of all I lost, you saw the tears, you counted the cost. You watched me smile while my soul fell apart. You heard the sad sound of a wounded heart. The night grows deeper, the world asleep, but my thoughts refuse to rest or keep. They wander roads where love once stayed. Now only shadows walk those ways. I speak to the stars like forgotten friends, asking where pain truly ends. They flicker softly, offering no reply, only distant light in a boundless sky. The moon drifts higher, pale and calm, like a healer with a gentle balm. Yet even its glow cannot erase the ache that time refused to face. Memories rise with the cooling air, your voice, your laugh, your absent stare. They circle my heart, slow and deep, like waves that never let me sleep. I hear my heart in the quiet night, its sadness clear, its rhythm tight. Not loud enough for the world to hear, but strong enough to drown me in fear. If hearts could break like glass in view, the moon would shimmer, cracked in two. For every sorrow it reflects below, in silver light and silent glow. So I remain where night and pain unite, held between shadows and moonlight, listening still as the hours depart, to the moonlit night and the sad sound of my heart. The moon leans closer, as if to hear the trembling truth I never share. Its pale face softens the edge of pain, yet cannot wash it fully away. Night birds call with broken cries, notes stitched with unseen goodbyes. Each sound becomes a mirror to me, reflecting what I pretend not to be. I walk slowly where memories lie, footsteps tracing the tears gone dry. The road remembers the weight of two, now it echoes only one pair through. Time drips quietly from the stars, falling into invisible scars. I catch none of it in my hands. It slips like love I couldn't command. Your name sleeps in the folds of night, unspoken yet burning bright. I do not call it to the sky, afraid the moon itself might cry. Clouds pass like unasked thoughts, heavy with everything I lost. They hide the moon for a fleeting breath, as if rehearsing the shape of death. Then light returns, calm and slow, teaching me how to let sorrow glow. Not to vanish, not to flee, but to exist quietly inside me. The heart learns songs no tongue can sing, melodies born from suffering. Mine hums low in the hollow dark, a wounded but living spark. I sit with silence as my only friend, letting the night hold what I cannot mend. Pain does not scream, it kneels and waits, patient as the turning of fates. Somewhere lovers are laughing aloud, their joy rising like a fearless cloud. I bless them softly, though it hurts, for love still blooms, even in deserts. The moon watches without judgment or blame. It shines the same on loss and flame. It knows the heart is a fragile art, always breaking yet eager to start. I place my hand upon my chest, where longing refuses to rest. The sound I hear is not defeat, but a tired hope that still dares to beat. Even sadness has a gentle face, when seen in moonlight's quiet grace. Teaches me how to stay whole, even with cracks inside my soul. So let the night stretch long and deep, let the world around me sleep. I will remain beneath the sky, listening, breathing, learning why. For in the stillness, soft and slow, the saddest sounds help hearts to grow. And under the moon's enduring art, I learn to live with the sound of my heart. The night does not hurry, and neither do I. We share an understanding without asking why. Minutes drift like dust in silver air, each one heavy with thoughts I carry there. The moon paints paths on the quiet ground, inviting me to walk without a sound. I follow slowly, step by step, through places where my heart once wept. Every shadow feels like a memory, standing still yet watching me. They do not speak, they do not move, but I feel the weight of what they knew. The sky breathes deep, a vast, calm chest, teaching my restless soul to rest. Stars blink gently, patient and wise, ancient witnesses to countless cries. I wonder how many hearts tonight are breaking softly in moonlight. How many smiles hide silent pain? How many love without gain? The earth listens, cool and kind, to secrets buried deep in the mind. It does not judge the tears I spill, simply holds them warm and still. I sit upon the edge of thought, where hope and sorrow tightly knot. Neither wins, neither departs. They share the space inside my heart. The wind returns with a softer tone, as if it knows I am not alone. It brushes my face like a gentle hand, reminding me I still stand. Some pain fades, some learns to stay, not as a wound, but a quiet gray. Colors nights, it shades the day, a reminder of love's way. I no longer beg the past to change, or curse the paths that feel so strange. I let the moon decide the pace, as healing finds its rightful place. The heart, though tired, still creates small rooms of light behind locked gates. In one, forgiveness softly grows. In another, strength I never chose. I listen again to the sound inside, not as an enemy but a guide. The sadness hums, but so does truth, a voice shaped by love and youth. The moon begins its silent descent, another hour gently spent. Dawn waits somewhere beyond the dark, a faint but faithful spark. Until then, I remain sincere, with every ache, with every fear. Under the sky, vast and kind, I leave no feeling behind, for the moonlit night does not depart, without teaching the wounded heart that even sorrow, deep and slow, is proof that love once chose to grow. The darkness thins, but does not vanish, like pain that learns new ways to manage. Night loosens its grip inch by inch, still holding echoes I cannot flinch. The moon grows pale, almost shy, as if tired of watching heart sigh. Its light softens, turns almost blue, a quiet farewell it never knew. I trace my breath in the cooling air, each inhale heavy, each exhale prayer. Words never spoken rest on my tongue, old truths waiting to be sung. Some loves do not end with goodbye. They linger where reasons run dry. They stay in habits, glances, dreams, in midnight thoughts and moonlit streams. I hear your absence louder than sound, a silence vast, profound, unbound. It fills the spaces you once claimed, a hollow shaped exactly like your name. The night teaches patience without speech, lessons no daylight dares to teach. It shows me how to sit with ache, how not to run, how not to break. My heart still trembles, but it learns that even sorrow gently turns, not into joy, not into peace, but into strength that does not cease. Somewhere inside this fragile frame, I stop assigning hurt a name. I let it be, I let it stay, no longer fighting night or day. The stars begin to slowly fade, their silver promises delayed. Yet something brighter starts to rise, not in the sky but in my eyes. I realize grief has many forms, like quiet rain or distant storms. And tonight it chose to softly speak, not to drown me, just to make me weak. Weak enough to finally feel, strong enough to slowly heal. Both truths resting hand in hand, like moon and dark across the land. The sad sound of my heart remains, but now it hums instead of pains. A low, sincere, enduring tone, no longer sharp, no longer alone. I stand, as dawn prepares to breathe, the night still wrapped around my sleeve. And in this moment, pure and slow, I let the last moonlight go. Not as loss, not as goodbye, but as proof I dared to try. To love, to hurt, to understand, the quiet language of the heart. So when night returns another day, and moonlight finds me on its way, I will not fear the sound it starts, for I have learned the voice of my heart. The first breath of morning hesitates at the edge, as if respecting the night I still pledge. Light arrives slowly, without demand, like a friend who understands. The moon fades, but does not leave. It hides in memories I quietly keep. Its glow now lives inside my chest, a silver ache, a tender rest. I walk forward, though part of me stays, in the soft, unfinished night's embrace. Some feelings do not ask to heal, they ask to be honored, to be real. The world wakes up with ordinary sound, footsteps, voices, life unbound. Yet within me echoes still flow, a deeper rhythm only I know. I carry the night within my eyes, as truths disguised as simple sighs. No one sees the weight I bear, how moonlight still follows me there. Love has changed its shape in me, no longer fire, but quiet sea. It moves in tides I can't control, washing gently through my soul. I do not curse what caused me pain, for even storms leave needed rain. What broke my heart also showed how deep my heart was always grown. The sad sound lingers, soft and wise, no longer pleading, no longer cries. It speaks of loss, but also grace, of learning how to hold empty space. At times I smile and it feels true. At times I ache and that is too. Healing is not a straight, clear line. It bends like stars in drifting time. When night returns, as it always will, I won't resist its quiet pull. I'll stand again beneath the moon, listening to that familiar tune. Not as a wound that wants to bleed, but as a story my heart needs. For every beat, both scar and start, belongs to me, this living heart. And in the hush where darkness meets light, I finally understand the night. It never came to break me apart, only to teach me the sound of my heart. The day now walks beside me, calm and plain, yet traces of the night quietly remain. Like moon dust hidden in the folds of breath, like love that learned the language of depth. I notice how my shadow still feels long, as if it carries an unfinished song. Even sunlight cannot fully erase what moonlight carved into this space. People speak and I nod and reply, but part of me still listens to the sky, to that inward sound, low and sincere, that only silence lets me hear. The heart does not forget its pain. It reshapes it again and again, turning sharp edges into curves of time, teaching sorrow how to rhyme. I pass familiar streets with altered sight. They feel different after the night, as if every wall and open door knows what my heart has been through before. I carry gentleness like fragile glass, careful how moments touch and pass. For I have learned how easily a soul can fracture while trying to stay whole. Sometimes the moon returns at noon, in sudden memories too soon, in a laugh that sounds like you, in a silence that feels untrue. And when it does, I do not flee. I let it sit quietly with me. Pain no longer demands control. It only asks to be known. The sad sound softens, deep and low, like a river learning how to flow, not rushing, not frozen in place, but moving with a patient grace. I understand now, hearts are wide. They hold both joy and grief inside. They are not weak because they feel. They are brave because they heal. So when night falls again someday, and moonlight finds its silver way, I will not lower my gaze in fear. I will stand and listen clear, for I know the truth the dark imparted. The quiet wisdom pain started, that even sadness, when held right, can become a source of light. And so my journey continues on, neither fully night nor fully dawn, just a human heart, scarred yet smart, living with loving with the sound of its heart. The hours move gently, as if they know. Some parts of me still walk slow. I do not rush what aches to stay. I let it breathe in its own way. Every heartbeat now feels aware of how fragile moments truly are. Nothing promised, nothing owned, only feelings briefly loaned. I look at the sky with quieter eyes, no longer asking it for replies. If answers come, they come in time. If not, I learn to read the signs. There is strength in carrying ache with grace, in letting tears fall without shame. The moon once taught me how to stay. Now daylight teaches me how to sway. Some nights still arrive heavy and long, with memories pressing deep and strong. But I no longer drown in their art. I float, listening to my heart. The sad sound remains, but it has changed. No longer wild, no longer caged. It hums like truth beneath the skin, a quiet proof I've lived within. I realize love never truly leaves. It transforms into what the soul believes, into lessons, scars, and silent prayers, into strength I didn't know was there. So I walk on soft, sincere, with every hope and every fear, carrying night, carrying light, balanced between wrong and right. And if one evening, under a silver sky, the moon finds me asking why, I will smile, breathe, and stay still, knowing I survived the night's will. For the moonlit night shaped who I am, and the sad sound made me understand. A heart that feels, even when torn apart, is still the bravest kind of heart.